This is a Baofeng UV-5G Plus, one of my favorite low-cost handheld HT GMRS walkie-talkie radios. This is a Radioddity GM-30 Plus, a new HT GMRS handheld walkie-talkie from the Radioddity Corporation of Burma. And in this video, I will compare these two HT GMRS walkie-talkie radios to each other. I will first go over the physical characteristics of each radio in relation to the other. I will then compare the technical specifications of each radio, and I will then wrap it all up by comparing some of the features of each radio. Irregardlessly of what some people have claimed in the online forums and even in comments on my videos, these two radios are not identical. And these two radios are not just the same thing with different stickers. And it is indeed true that anyone with functioning vision orbs connected to an actual functioning brain can see that they do not even look the same, other than both having screens and buttons. The price for the Baofeng UV-5G Plus, heretofore referred to as the UV-5G, is about $40 of monies, and the price for the Radioddity GM-30 Plus, heretofore referred to as the GM-30, is about $37. And in an effort to prevent stupid people from leaving even more stupid comments proclaiming that I am just a shill and that I will do anything that my Chinese overlords tell me to do just so that I can get free radios, I would like to point out that I paid full price for both of these radios using my own monies that I collected from my supporting channel members. Those are the viewers that love to make some people look stupid by clicking the join or thanks buttons below. And I will put affiliate links to both of these radios so that you can either review their specifications or purchase one below. And to begin the comparison, the GM-30 is
channel mode,
a boy, and the UV-5G is
welcome, channel mode,
a girl. Both of these radios are GMRS radios, and both radios are not unlockable. As you can see, the GM-30 is slightly larger than the UV-5G, and the button layouts are very different. That is because they are not the same. The GM-30 has slightly larger buttons, and the screen on the GM-30 is also slightly larger than the UV-5G. And as you can see, neither screen does particularly well in bright, direct sunlight. The GM-30 has no flashlight, whilst the UV-5G does have a flashlight. The GM-30 has a GPS receiver and can transmit its GPS location to other GM-30 radios, whilst the UV-5G cannot do any of that. Both radios have a 2500 mAh battery, and both have USB-C's holes for directly charging said batteries without the need for a bulky charging cradle. The GM-30 requires a screwdriver to get the battery out. This makes it more durable, but it also makes it a bit more of a chore to swap out the battery, whilst the UV-5G battery pops out very easily. And neither radios have an IP or water resistance rating, meaning that you should not play with either radio in the bathtub. On my tests, the GM-30 outputted about 3.5 watts of RF electricities, whilst the UV-5G outputted about 7 watts of RF electricities. The menus on the GM-30 look like this, and the menus on the UV-5G look like this. Both radios have a frequency copy or tone scan feature, and both seem to work pretty much the same. Neither radio requires any programming to use right out of the box, and additional custom programming can be done on both radios simply by using the buttons on the radio. However, if you want to get fancy and connect one of these radios to your computer for optional programming, you can use Chirp to program the UV-5G on Windows, Mac, or Linux, whereas the GM30 is not Chirp compatible, so you must use the Radioddity software, which is made for Windows. The GM30 can scan channels and all frequencies between any two preset frequencies. The UV-5G can scan through pre-programmed channels or up from a specific frequency, but it does not scan between two preset frequencies, such as the GM30 can do. The UV-5G Roger beep sounds like this, and the GM30 Poger beep sounds like this. Both radios are repeater capable. The GM30 can store 1,000 custom channels, and the UV-5G can store 999 custom channels. Neither radio is a super heterodyne type design. Both of these radios are SoC or System on a Chip radios, also known as homodyne type radios, and both radios can listen to two channels or two frequencies at the same time. In addition to GMRS, the GM30 can also receive commercial FM, UHF, VHF, NOAA, airband 1.25 and 1 meter ham bands. The UV-5G receives commercial FM, UHF, VHF, and NOAA, and neither radio can receive NOAA weather alerts. For those of you whose attention spans have been destroyed by video games and TikTok, I will now boil this entire video down to just a few things that matter. The GM30 does not have a flashlight. The UV-5G does have a flashlight. The GM30 has a GPS tracker in it. The UV-5G does not have any GPS capabilities. The UV-5G outputs roughly double the RF electricities of the GM30 based on my tests. However, both radios have pretty much the same FARs. Both are able to talk to my friend Conrad, the chef, 13 miles away, and both can make use of my favorite repeater, 69 miles away. So which of these two perfectly capable low-cost GMRS handheld HT walkie-talkies should you purchase? To be honest, after very long and hard and very careful consideration, I have decided that I do not give a shit about which one you buy, so you are going to have to figure it out all by yourself.